If you want to go into chin chin business and you're looking for that premium recipe that will make your customers come back and ask for more, then this video is for you. Watch this video to the end, and at the end of the video, if you stay to the end, I'm going to teach you how to sell your commercial chin chin. In this video, you're going to learn how to make the best premium commercial bulk chin chin. So we are going to be using a pint of flour for this. So this pint of flour is about 2.5 kg. It's about 2.5 kg, this full pint of flour. So when you measure it with your digital scale, it's going to give you 2.5 kg. So now I'm just going to start adding my dry ingredient to it. So if you use this method, if you follow this exact method, you are going to come out with a very good chin chin. So I'm going to be taking you on a step-by-step guide on how you can make your own premium commercial chin chin. Now I'm going to be adding my sugar to it. I'm using 2 cups of granulated sugar for my chin chin. So if you don't want yours to be too sweet, you can reduce it. If you want yours to be sweeter, but you can increase it. But this is the standard measurement that I use for my commercial chin chin. So I'm using just 2 cups of granulated sugar. So now I'm going to be adding 1 sachet. This 1 sachet is about 1 tablespoon of powder milk flavor. So I'm going to be adding that to my flour. So basically I'm just adding all the dry ingredients to the bowl. So now for baking powder, I'm going to be using just 1 tsp of baking powder. So note that you are not supposed to add excess baking powder to your chin chin. Why? Because if you add too much baking powder to your chin chin, it is going to start soaking oil when you are frying it. So don't add too much of baking powder to it. So I'm going to be adding 1 sachet of nutmeg to this. That's about 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. So I'm going to be adding that to the full sachet is what I'm going to be adding to it. So if you don't have nutmeg, you can use cinnamon powder, but I prefer to use nutmeg for my chin chin. So now the next thing we are going to do is just to use our hand to mix all our dry ingredients together. So now I'm going to be adding just 2 sachets of margarine. So you know it's commercial recipe, so it's premium and it's also commercial. So we are going to be using just 2 sachets of margarine. We are going to be adding a little amount of vegetable oil to it later, but for now we are just going to add 2 sachets of margarine to it. So now once you are done adding your margarine, all you are just going to do is to use your hand to rub it in, like rub the flour with the margarine together, just like this. Just what I'm doing, just follow what I'm doing. So this is how you are going to do it. We're just going to mix everything here together. So now the next thing you are going to do is to start mixing your dry ingredient. But before you start mixing your dry ingredient, we are, like I said, we are going to be adding a little amount of vegetable oil to it. That's because we don't want to consume our butter. Now once you are done adding your vegetable oil, you're just going to continue to mix it like this till everything has properly mixed together. In a separate bowl, you are going to add in your eggs. So I'm going to be using about 7 eggs for this. So I'm going to be using my eggs. So I'm going to whisk 7 eggs. You can use 7 to 8 eggs. So the next thing you're going to add is to add in your full tin milk. So I'm going to be using just 1 cup of tin milk for this. So you are going to be using 60 cl of water. If you are in Nigeria, that's just 1 sachet of water. So you are going to be adding it to all your liquid ingredients. Now you're just going to give that a mix. So this is the exact liquid ingredient you are going to be using for your 1 pint flour. So this is going to give it the exact texture that we are looking for. Now we are just going to give that a mix. So now the next thing we are going to do is to pour in our liquid ingredients into the dry ingredients, and we are going to mix everything together. So we are going to do this gradually. We are not just going to be doing it once. So we are going to start mixing it gradually. So I added in my second batch of liquid ingredients. Then I'm going to start kneading it together. I'm not going to over knead it. So this is just to incorporate the dry ingredients and the liquid ingredients together. So this is where the work is. We're just going to make sure that everything is properly mixed. So now once I'm done kneading it together, so I'm just going to start cutting it into batches, because I cannot roll everything at once. So I'm just going to start cutting it into batches. Then I'm going to be rolling it out. So I'm going to be using my rolling pin to roll it out. So if you don't have rolling pin yet, you can use a bottle. You can use 7 up bottle to roll it, but I'm going to be using rolling pin to roll it out like this. So I'm going to roll it very flat. It should not be too flat, but I'm going to make it flat. Now once I'm done rolling it out, I'm just going to be cutting out those rough edges from the sides. So I'm going to be using my pizza cutter. If you don't have pizza cutter at home, you can use your knife to do this, but I'm going to be using my pizza cutter. I'm going to be cutting out those rough parts from it. So now I'm going to be cutting it into horizontal and vertical lines. So if you cannot use your hand for this, you can use ruler to measure it, but I'm just going to be using my hand to cut it like this. So you notice that I did not add any flour to my work surface. So you don't need to add extra flour to your work surface, because once you start adding extra flour, it's going to change the texture of your chin chin once you are done frying it. Also, it's going to give you that foamy look once you are frying it. So you don't need to add extra flour to the surface. So I'm just going to cut it, then I'm going to place my pan into on top of my cooker. So now for commercial bulk chin chin, you can use a bigger pan. So because of my cabinet, I was not able to use a bigger pan for this because it's not going to size it. So I'm going to be using this small non-stick pan, then I'm going to be frying it batch by batch. So I added vegetable oil to my frying pan. So I'm just going to add a little, just one just one piece of chin chin to it. So once I notice that the chin chin has come to the top of the oil, I will know that the oil is ready for me to add my chin chin to. So this is what I'm just going to do. Now I'm just going to pack it out from the ground. So you can use anything to pack it. So for the other shape of chin chin, you know those long shape, so that's the one we are going to be cutting. And so I'll cut out the rough edges. Now I'm going to be cutting it like this, and it's going to be very slim, very slim. It should not be big, because if it is big or wide, it's going to be too big when you cut it. So now this, look at what I'm doing. They are very slim. I don't know if you are seeing it well from the video. So now I'm going to be cutting it like this, just like this. I think this one is going to be about 3 or 4. Okay, I think this is going to be about if you want it to be very long, 3 is okay. So you see how it is. So I'm just going to cut remove it from the ground or from the surface, then I'm going to pour it inside my pan. It out. And once I notice that the chin chin that I placed on the pan is on top of the oil, I'm going to pour in my chin chin that I've already cut or sliced. So now once you place it on it, you notice that they are sticking together. So you don't need to worry, just let it hot for about a few minutes, let's say about 2 minutes. Then you are going to start to turn it, and it's going to start separating on its own. So even if they gum together, don't let it bother you. So you are just going to use your spoon to just turn it inside the oil. Don't try to scatter them yet, because once it is hot, it's going to start separating from each other on its own. So you're going to fry it on medium heat till you notice that it is golden brown. So I don't like mine to be too brown, so I just like it to be like this. So I'm just going to remove it from my frying pan. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So you're going to put it in a sieve that will drain out the oil, so that it will not be looking soggy to the chin chin. So that's just it.